Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ahmed Saafan. I'm an Egyptian doctor, qualified in Egypt, and then I went to Britain, where I studied and practiced and lived for nearly 20 years. During my life in Britain, I've been asked by some Muslim friends to give the khutbah on Jumu'ah prayer. This, of course, meant that I had to do a bit more studying and to read more about our Islamic religion. And with studying, I had to write and prepare, and I had to acquire books and study them, etc. With time, I started to get more and more interested in Islamic studies, and I acquired more books every trip I made to Egypt, until I, alhamdulillah, had a good library, and I started to write and publish on the net. And alhamdulillah, some people found what I write beneficial. Now, I thought of doing it, taking it a step further, and to take advantage of the development in the media and record this sort of knowledge in video form and publish them again on the net. Now, I'm not a sheikh. I don't claim to be a sheikh. Perhaps I'm sheikh in terms of age, because really a sheikh in Arabic means an old man, a man over 60, which I am if you calculate my age in lunar month. Anyway, there isn't anything such as a priesthood in Islam. No one gives you absolution. There isn't a pope who has a final word. No one can give absolute decrees. But there are scholars. There are people who study the religion and study the fundamentals of the religion and can give opinion or teach or argue or discuss various aspects. Our religion is based on studying and understanding. And the studying has to be based on the two main fundamental source of information. The Quran, number one. Number two is what Rasulullah have said or done in his life. The rest is open to discussion, open to argument. And there is no restriction on our learning in Islam. There are Islamic universities like Al-Azhar University, and there are similar universities all over the world. And there people go to learn Islam, learn as scholars should learn in university. And that's very important. The seniority is in knowledge. But the senior person, the senior teacher, doesn't have censorship over the less senior. This has actually been shown very, very clearly in a very interesting event that happened with Imam Malik. Imam Malik was called Imam Dar al-Hijra, the Imam of the Medina. And he was not very long after Rasulullah's death, about 100 years or so. And he was a scholar, and from his school and the school of thought graduated a lot of other scholars. One of them is Imam Shafi'i and Imam Ahmed ibn Hanbal. Now, Imam Malik used to sit and teach in a circle. The scholar then used to sit, sort of rest his back by a pillar in the mosque, and the students gather in a circle around him. Rows and rows, but all form like a semicircle. Shafi'i was then a young student in his circle, and he was coming to his teacher's circle, and found a man coming out, a man who just asked Imam Malik about something, and the Imam Malik answered him, and the Shafi'i wanted to know what did he ask him about and what was the answer. He was not inquisitive, he wanted to learn. And if he asked the man was at liberty to tell him or not tell him. But if this man has asked Imam Malik in private, Imam Malik couldn't have told the man, couldn't tell Shafi'i. So when the man answered Shafi'i thought that there is a hadith which will change the ruling, the fatwa, the answer of Imam Malik. Took the man back to Imam Malik and reminded Imam Malik of this hadith. And Imam Malik changed his fatwa, his answer there and then. I didn't find it degrading. He was not upset that his student corrected him or reminded him of something. In fact, most probably, he was grateful that he put him right. And this is the way they thought. This is the way these people practice the religion. There was no censorship. There was no big, mighty teacher or sheikh. Everybody was open to being corrected and discuss things with. And this is what they preached. Imam Malik actually preached that. He was sat one day, Imam Malik, in the Prophet's mosque, where he used to teach. And he was within the sight of the Prophet's grave. And we were talking about various things with other scholars and students. And he said to them, you can take from any person what you like, or reject it, or argue with it, except the man in this grave. That is the Prophet ﷺ. And that means total freedom of thought, but based on this principle. You can't argue with what the Prophet Muhammad, prayer and peace upon him, have said, because these are the fundamentals of our faith, and you can't argue with the Quran. Otherwise, you can discuss within the constraints of politeness and reason with other scholars. This is very important in our religion. There is no censorship, there is no final words, there is no big, mighty scholar you can't argue with. What I'm hoping to do, inshallah, is to have in the future a number of videos discussing various topics in Islam, discussing some various aspects of Rasulullah's life, his miracles, and also discussing the meanings of the Quran and the things we should learn from the Quran. Inshallah, we'll find this useful, and then I'll ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enlighten us and guide us with His light, and to give us the strength and the patience to live up to what we learn and what we know. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.